So I'm just getting back from my trip to the Mexican restaurant for food. I'm getting visited by the poodles. I apologize about that boring video last time. Hopefully this will be a little better. I just thought I'd give my impressions. Recording the video went well, and trying to upload it, I don't know how quickly it will upload. I'm anxious to see how the connections work. But the moment I got in the car, and I've tried to connect, and the first thing I thought to my mind is get directions. So I couldn't find the network, and I had to open up the Google app on my iPhone, so it's not quite iPhone friendly. So it's fine for me. I can tolerate that, but they're going to have to find a way to have these things automated so that I kind of knew when it, to be patient and read through the next line. I mean, there were like 5, screens you got to go through to get directions home. You got to get a connection. You got to open your, My Glass app in iPhone. You got to, wait, and then it'll ask for permission to access GPS. You got to click. I mean, I was halfway home by the time, I finally figured it out. I could have gotten in 3 accidents by that time. So, but I mean, there's no doubt that the first generation of Windows was a lot worse than this, and this is a good first effort, and I'm glad I got them. I really. Also, if I were to say, so finally pulled up directions, I could see the directions pretty clearly. I must admit, driving while trying to, look at this was a little distracting. Then I tried to switch between applications purposely. I thought, okay, so now I've got directions. Let's try to send an email message or read a message. And of course, there was a screen that limited my ability to do stuff. While driving, it required an actual physical press of a button. And Margot is the happiest I've ever seen her today. She's got a little thing in her eye that I don't know how good this resolution is. When I look at the screen, at least I've got contacts in, so I haven't really figured out how to see it. It's a little complicated. I can tell you this: without contacts, I'm horrible. I can't see it at all. So I'm shocked that they have not figured out an immediate way to fit, prescription lenses here, and perhaps an actual lens that optimizes your view of the screen. So all I can say is this: at this moment, I am, 3 hours at most into Google Glass, and I see amazing possibilities. I see the 2 largest limitations, as I'm predicting, are currently with this version, which they'll fix, is 2 things: is the user interface. I think they got to look at that Cybernaut kind of thumb mouse. It was a thumb mouse. You literally put your thumb in these micro moves on your thumb. So you use a Bluetooth thumb mouse to kind of get around a screen and see where you are, just like really minor micro movements. It was pretty impressive. It didn't take that much to get the hang of it in a fashion that I was comfortable with. So that, together with power, which is in our case the personal area network solves. There's just never going to be a time where I think devices will have enough power under current technology to be used as much as they would need to be used or want to be used. I'm certain that within 3 hours of recording videos and checking direction and things like that, this is going to be out of juice. So, and that's where, of course, my solution comes into play. But in this case, the other limitation is it's just not intuitive. When I want to change from when I'm driving and I want to say, okay, record a video because I have a thought, or I don't know how to record a voice memo yet, and it's just not quite there yet. But those things will come. I'm certain of that. So that's all I have to say. And there's my wife who's going to hate this. There's Chloe on the back couch there.
Pretty cold because you're so busy with that, you forgot